Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the Moor Analytics Afternoon S&P 500 Gold and Bitcoin podcast for June 5th going into the 8th. Hope everybody had a good week trading. I'm going to start off with the S&P 500. Okay, we've been bullish overall from 3502. And we rallied 4,130.25 into the bull trend. We had a lot. I'm not going to go over all the other calls in here. Then we had a large pullback. We held exhaustion down below at 63.53 and a quarter. I rallied 1,279. A number of other bullish calls in here. All of these bullish calls are on hold. The break below 76.29 and a quarter is where we first got bearish up in here. And then below 76.1150 right here. Rolled over, pulled back up a bit, and then we took out this formation where I said decent trade below 75.51. We'll project this downward 70 minimum, 230 plus maximum. So we've dumped from 75.51 down to 73.79. So not quite getting the total upper portion of that. These lower formations were not significant formations, so I did not have suggestions around them. So the key is here whether we're going to hold this 73.54.25 and start building over here a little bit more for possibly a larger top. And if we don't, and we take this out even slightly, then that sort of changes the dynamic a little bit. And I would note that from this move up from March, this has taken out whatever trend there may have been there, and it's rolling over. So I also took out one of the lines here that made the exhaustion level. I had it in there the other night. It was right around here somewhere, but I took it out. But this basically held an exhaustion zone without holding the top part and then rolled over. So we'll see if this turns out to be more of a bearish correction against this move up here, which would likely be deeper. And we did not quite leave a gap lower today, but it was pretty close to it, close enough. So, and one more thing, let me just check another thing. I would also note that the volume on this sell-off is considerable. Okay, and the gold. Rolled over again today. Okay, the gold overall, we were bullish since August 16, 2018. From 1183, we saw 4,443 per ounce. A lot of other bullish calls here to the upside. Those have been on hold for a while. And we held exhaustion above at 56.2680 and rolled over 1,526.8. And now, let me just double check this here. No, we haven't made new lows yet. We had a lot of other intermediate calls in here. We gotten bullish briefly on the break above this line here, but then we failed back down through these formations. I had said in here that decent trade below 44.78 will warrant a pressure, but I stopped short of suggesting leaning against that as a short. But nonetheless, it's come off and broken below this lower line and also below this formation. If we were to trade back above this formation decently, that's going to warrant decent strength. That's going to come in at 44.49.60. Plus 2 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Sunday. A decent break back above that would warrant of decent strength. And a decent penetration in there over the weekend is going to be 35.5 until Monday's open. And from looking at this chart, it would suggest that we may be in the last stretch of this move down, but that chart is deceiving. as this low is not the real low in here. I don't need to bother you with all the technical stuff of that, but nonetheless, it had a much lower low down in here, 40.95 or whatever it was. But anyway, around 41 even. So we'd really have to take that out to be in the last stretch on the way down from there. Excuse me. Okay, in the Bitcoin, we were bullish overall from 16,275 for 110,965 to the upside. A lot of other bullish calls in here that are all on hold. Then we held with the break below 124,228, got us bearish. We saw 64,223 from that. And a little bit more than that today was we took out those lows. Also, on a lower time frame, we held exhaustion up here at 83,215, and we rolled over to 59,275. However, I would note that this is a key possible exhaustion area down below. I noted this morning at 57,531 to 53,738. So if you're going to take a shot to see if it's going to hold that, that would be one area. The next area below that is 53,738. And then the next one below that's not down to 45,661. But this could be an ideal spot for it to hold if it's going to. And then if we saw a bullish correction against the move down from the highs, that correction should exceed 23,000 to the upside if we hold it. A maintained gap higher on Monday would also leave a minor bullish reversal below on the day. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next podcast.